Hi again, welcome to another video. In front of us here is my Lambretta fuel tank, and I took it off the screwer and it was really rusty. There was flakes of rust everywhere in it. Well, I'm going to show you the process I'm going to do to clean it out. I have already put some caustic soda through it from my Pooch Maxi, which I've just done the tank on that. But I'm going to do a little bit more of the caustic soda treatment to show you how to do it. There will be a video of what the tank was like before. Actually, I'll put that video in now. So for the first stage, what you're going to need is some water. I've got 5 litres here. I think the tank is about 5 litres. I've got a funnel, and I've got some caustic soda, which this one is 500 grams. It's granules. So initially, I would put the whole lot of that in. I'd fill the tank up and then put the whole lot of this in. Because I've already put some used caustic soda through, I'm going to just put a little bit of this in for the purpose of the video, and it will just help it a little bit more anyway. So yeah, we'll get on and pour that in. Yeah, this is the way I did it. Some people may differ how they do it, but this is the way I found to do it, and a few little problems I had along the way, which I'll tell you how I dealt with them, so it'll help you out. So we need to pour the water in first. Make sure your tank is nice and stable. We want to fill this not totally up, we want to fill this into about 3 inches from the top. We want to fill this up to, which we're probably nearly there now. So yeah, we're about there now. So now the water's done, we'll get on to the caustic soda. I'm going to use just about half of this time, but the first time I would have used, if you're doing it for the first time, go with a 500 grams a whole bottle. You get this in many different makes now, so it's just the make, as long as it's caustic soda, it will do. So make sure you're geared up to do it. I've got gloves on, I've got an old jumper on just in case it splashes on me, I've got safety glasses on. And then you just pour it in. Nearly as much as I'm going to go with this. And then fill the rest of the tank up with water. Washes your funnel out a little bit as well. I think this actually takes more than 5 litres actually, this tank. It's about full. So what I shall do with that now, I shall find my cap. Put my cap on best I can. Take the rubber out of the cap. I'll show you that actually. That has got a rubber bit usually in there. I've had to take that out because the caustic soda may well damage that. So I'll just put it on there. Try and sort of swish it around a bit. To sort of, I can feel the heat at the bottom of the tank now. It's really getting hot in the bottom of the tank because it's reacting. So, and watch out your paintwork. I'm not worried about this because I'm going to sandblast it and paint this, so I'm not worried. But I'm going to put that back down there. And yeah, now I'm going to leave that probably a day, but you can leave it longer if your tank isn't too bad. It's pretty solid. This tank's a solid tank. It's not going to hurt leaving it a couple of days or so. So yeah, I think I left the pooch about 2 days, and then every so often just give it a little bit of a shake. But after the first sort of day, I didn't actually bother. And yeah, then drain it out afterwards, and I'll show you the process when we get to there. So now the caustic soda has been in the tank a day, and like I said before, it had already had some in before, so that should be easy enough time now for this one. The tank is solid, so I wasn't worried about it. These sort of acids and that can eat through the metal, but because it's pretty solid, I'm not worried about that. So yeah, I'm going to pour the contents of the tank into that bucket now. So we'll get that done. I'm going to take the tap off in a minute, but initially I'm going to just pour out the top. You won't be able to see that, but it does look a lot cleaner in there, which it should do. So what I'm going to do now, because I had a bit of a problem on the last tank and on this tank with the first lot I put in here, I noticed it sort of congealed together in the bottom of the tank. So just to make sure it hasn't happened this time, I'm just going to pour some boiling water into the tank, and then I shall swill it out with some cold water. I hadn't seen nobody mention this, but I had found it did congeal in both tanks, the pooch tank and this scooter tank. So the hot water just sort of
crystallised.
Yeah, crystallised, and the hot water seemed to sort of melt it. Yeah, melt it back down. So I think it's just worth just putting some boiling water in, just in case you miss a bit. The pooch tank was particularly hard, but because I couldn't see in it properly, very easy at all. This one is a lot. Actually, going to do it like that. Yep, so now we'll give it a good shake around. I'm going to take if you lean that way a little bit though, I'm just going to take the tap off now, so any gunk and that will drain out with the boiling water. With that lean on there. Oh, just going to run that cold water through it now. So now I'm going to run this cold water through it. If you can just hold your finger over the bottom of the tap hole. I'm going to pour this whole 5 litres in here now, just to swill the tank out. And then I'll run the hose through it just to really clean it, because there won't be anything hardly left in there now from the caustic soda. And then we'll get on to the next treatment part of it. Where is it? Let go. So now I'm just going to give it a good old shake about now. Upside down. The cap's leaking a bit now, so I haven't got that rubber on there. Now I'm going to just let that drain. So yeah, that's what we'll do now. We'll just get this tank swilled out like we've done now, and then I'll be back with you for the next part of the treatment. So now the tank's all been swilled out, I'm going to be using this product, Brick Cleaner. It's hydrochloric acid solution. So I'm going to pour all of this in there. It's fairly inexpensive. I think it's £6 for the whole 5 litre. So I'm going to pour that in. Glasses, remember, and gloves. I won't have enough for this tank in this can, so I will use a bit of the old in here as well. The caustic soda does do quite a good job, but it doesn't it sort of loosens the rust, but it doesn't sort of get into it. This stuff gets into it more. So yeah, I'll just fill this up and then I'll be back with you afterwards. So I've left the tank, the scooter tank, a couple of hours now with this in it, this Brick Cleaner hydrochloric acid solution, like I showed you before. So now I'm going to drain that out, and then I'm going to neutralise it with bicarbonate of soda, and yeah,
mix with water.
Mix with water. So I'm going to put that through the tank, and then probably 3 or 4 times, and then the process is drying the tank after that. I'll put some degreaser in it just to clean up right at the end. So yeah, I'm going to drain this now. Get that cap out of the way. Initially I'm going to strain out the top, and then I'll undo the tank after. That's one can nearly full, and I've still got some in there, so off camera I'll drain the rest out, then I'll be back with you. So now the Brick Cleaner hydrochloric acid solution has been emptied out the tank. So what I'm going to do now is put the bicarbonate of soda in. What I'll do now is put the bicarbonate of soda solution in to neutralise the acid. So I'll do this probably 3 times, and I'll leave it for 10-minute gaps.
There's about half a cup of bicarbonate of soda to that bucket of water.
Yeah, what we did, we bought the bicarbonate of soda that in bulk in the end from Amazon, because it was that wouldn't have been enough, so it's fairly inexpensive. But I'll probably put through probably 3 lots for 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes to neutralise, give it a shake about, and then the tank will be sort of acid free then, and then it's a drying process. Yeah, that's how we bought it. There in yeah, bulk. That's 2 kilo. We bought 4 kilos, but this is still the first one, is it?
Yeah.
First bag, yeah. So yeah, we won't use.
But it comes like that.
Yeah, if you buy it from the supermarket.
Exactly the same.
Yeah, so at the moment we're just going to leave that and do the process 3 or 4 times. Leave it 10 minutes, empty it, put some more in, which we have got in the bucket down there already mixed, and do that yeah, 3 or 4 times. Then that will neutralise it. Then I've got to try and dry the tank out as quickly as I can, because rust will start to form very quickly. So now I've been through the whole process of doing the caustic soda, then the hydrochloric acid solution, Then the bicarbonate of soda to neutralise the acids. I did that 3 times, leaving about 10 minutes between each tankful, so it was really neutralised. Then I washed it out again just to get rid of the bicarbonate of soda, and I've just put this through it. I've put like half a cup of this through it and shook it around some Gunk Ultra degreaser, just in case there happen to be any. I can't see how there can be any old fuel or anything in there, but it's just something I wanted to do. So now it's time to dry it. It looks particularly good in there actually. This tank has come out nice, but I have to dry it, otherwise it'll get rusty quick. I'm going to use a heat gun along with a compressor. This one's particularly easy one to do actually, because there's no like baffles or anything in there. It is just a straight, as you see it. It's the same inside as you see it. So I'm going to get the heat gun on there, and it's going to take me a little while, and yeah, we'll just persevere with it until I'm happy and dry. Then it shouldn't get rusty then, but yeah, I'm just gonna be like this and just keep no fears of any fuel or anything now, because that's all been treated and out of there now. But this will take a little while. I don't know whether Laura will be happy. This one possibly might go in the house tonight to stop it rusting. But this has come out nice. I will show you inside before the end of the video what it come out like, and there was a before as well. It actually had crusty bits of loose rust in the bottom of the tank. It's not. This is if this is the original tank for the scooter, it is about 57. Yeah, it would be about 57 years old. So yeah, I'd like to keep the original tank if possible. And yeah, then it can have its sandblast and whatever and be nice again. So I've just dried the tank out now with a combination, I think I showed you before, this heat gun and the compressor. I just sort of get some heat in it, then blow it with the airline, and then sort of keep working it like that. Did put a fuel tap in at some times just to sort of warm the tank up and then take it out to sort of blow some through. And I'm pretty pleased with it. Actually, it's still a bit hot. So when that's cooled down, I'll put the camera in it and you can see what it's come up like. It's come up pretty good. As good as you could sort of expect. It's definitely a massive improvement to how it was when I got the scooter. And yeah, it's definitely good enough to use on the scooter again. Acid treatment and everything has worked pretty well, so I'm pleased with that. Like I said, I'll show you a video of it inside the tank. So we're inside the tank now. My camera work isn't the best in here, but yeah, you can sort of see. I think it came out pretty well. There's some very slight surface rust. It's hard to get all the moisture totally out, and I think it starts to sort of get surface rust before you even have totally dried it. But I think it's come out pretty good. I'm just going to treat over this now with some POR 15 tank sealer, and then I'm going to call it a day with this tank because I think it's good enough. I had the advantage with this scooter tank of being able to look inside it. Some tanks you wouldn't have that luxury, so it would be more difficult to see if everywhere's been sort of done. But yeah, this tank was okay in the end. I've managed to save it. So I'll go over near to the sort of where the drain tap goes there, and you can see it's pretty clean around there now. So yeah, I'm pleased with the results. I think my method worked okay. And yeah, the tank lives again.